All right, welcome back for another video on how to use the IMAM program. In this video, we're going to look at how to find TGRs, both trees that are new and are untreated, as well as trees that have been treated on the last cycle that are due for retreatment. All this information can be found under the Inventory tab, under Custom Search. In the Custom Search form, the important drop-down items will be, first of all, always selecting TGR under Maintenance Program. Customer, select your customer from the drop-down. And we are going to select all untreated trees. So this is going to return values for all trees that have been marked as ready for treatment, but not yet completed. We'll hit the OK button, and it's going to return a list of trees to us which are ready for treatment. So in this case, we got 34 entries that have been created but are not yet treated. So we can scroll across, and we're going to see that the application 1 actual column is empty, which is what we're looking for. So this information can be saved for the active tree list. So if we were to convert this to our active tree list, we'd have 34 trees ready to treat, which means going to the remote app, you would be able to download your 34 trees for treatment. So this is what your application crew would be using in the field to run on just the trees which need to be treated. All right, so next option is not just untreated trees, but we need to take a look at all trees which need to be retreated. So I'm going to create an active tree list of all trees, basically to reset our tree list here. We're still under the TGR data template. I'm going to go back to Inventory, Custom Search, Maintenance Program, again, TGR, Customer, in this case, again, we'll select Paulding. Here's where it's different. We're not going to be clicking on untreated trees. We're going to say it's 2021, and we want to know all trees that have come due for retreatment in 2021. So I'm going to start with January 1st, and then the final date will be December of 2021, and it'll be the 31st. So we're looking at the full year just for TGRs for this customer, Paulding. I'm going to search this way. The list that we should be getting back now are all trees that were treated back in 2018. So you can either edit this information in the online version, which is fairly simple, and I'll show you how to do that, or we can export this as an active tree list to the remote version, and I'll show you that as well. So first thing I'm going to do is click on this entry here. It has 4,000 milliliters of actual product used back in April of 2018. And this tree has been checked in the field. It looks like it could be retreated without trimming. Fantastic. So we're going to edit this entry and schedule it for retreatment. Now, if you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see a button down here that says retreat. Before you schedule a tree for retreatment, always make sure that you've inspected it in the field. It is a good tree for retreatment. You still got a little bit of space between the limbs and the primary wires, and you're not going to need a trimming before you retreat it. In this case, we'll say that we did check the tree, and the DBH has gone from 20 to now it's 21 inches because the tree's grown. So I remeasured the tree, I checked it for accuracy in the field. Yeah, it is a right tree to retreat. So we're going to hit the retreat button. One thing that you'll notice is that the form has kept most of the original data, with the exception of your DBH. DBH has changed, and for that reason, we're going to have to input the new DBH, and you'll have to put in the substation area again. All right. Now that we've done that, I'm going to hit calculate. and you'll see it's giving me a new estimated milliliters. Now the nice thing is even though you have entered the information into the program and you noted that the DBH was cleared out of the form after retreating, that information is still stored for this specific tree ID. So it's never lost. So we're going to hit save once we've calculated. Scroll to the top. You'll see in red, tree info saved. Great. Sounds good. So that's one way of handling it. Let's create an active tree list out of this and send it to the remote app, because in my opinion, this is the easier way to handle it. Okay, great. So active tree list for 9 trees was created. Looks good. Now we're going to head over to the remote and we're going to download a new active tree list. It already contains trees. Replace local inventory. Yes. Want to do that. Okay, now we have to refresh and we'll add edit inventory. So DBH is 16. We're going to retreat. This tree was measured and it is now 16.5 inches. Substation is Ballard, and it was a large and utility application. So we can hit calculate and save. We can do the next one over here. So this was a 31-inch tree. We'll hit retreat. DBH was 31.3. Valor. Calculate, save. So as you can see, it's very easy when you're right at the tree in your vehicle to take a new measurement, hit the retreat button, and now it's 12.2. Calculate, save. So this is the best way to, as you're coming up to trees during planning, to retreat your trees, schedule them for retreating. And the information is automatically getting uploaded to the server, which is wonderful. So again, 2 ways of managing your retreats. You can either do it from the individual rows by editing the row in the online version, or you can search for all new scheduled treatments and then convert them to an active tree list, send them over to the remote app, and work through the remote app to update your information here as we just did. Hope that helps, and thank you for watching.